Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to the Beyside Jewel. And I hope my people are doing well. I really do. I hope everybody has some love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Today, I'm just going to make a quick video. You know, there's so much going on in the world. And I try to stay out of, all this drama because it's just distractions. That's what it is. Distractions. But I've got to bring to your attention a couple of things that's going down on a down low. The first thing is how they're sneaking these LGBTQ RSTUV, you know what I'm talking about. They're sneaking this stuff into the schools, y'all, and they're doing it in the form of publishing books. And I've got a video to share in regards to that. And some of these children are so young, you guys. They're 10, 11, 12 years old. And they're sneaking basically pornography into the schools and making it legitimate publishing for our youth to read at 10, 11, 12, maybe even younger than that, I've seen a documentary where, I forgot where it was, but they were teaching little boys basically how to be girls. They were giving them dolls, giving them baby strollers to push, and they were giving the girls toolboxes and big heavy bricks to lift up. You guys, this agenda is really strong. Pay attention to it. But in case you didn't know, yeah, that's what they're doing. They're putting this stuff into the schools, y'all. And a lot of people are speaking out against it, because I think it's their right just as much as it is this gay, lesbian, transsexual, bisexual, queer. It's their platform is strong, y'all. It's because the government is pushing this agenda. I mean, the agenda is so powerful. This community, the gay, lesbian, transsexual community, is so powerful. It's basically, to me, it's more powerful than any form of civil rights even, I mean, we had to fight for civil rights, but this thing here, boy, they get to the Supreme Court so quick and fast. And I told y'all on that summit that they summoned all the African leaders to America, what they were doing. They're pushing this agenda. So Uganda now is at a very big fight. Yeah, they're having a fight because, Uganda ain't never accepted that. But America, the U.S., should I say, is threatening Uganda to accept this agenda. And if they don't accept the agenda, they will quit funding Uganda. Apparently, they fund Uganda like I think it is $1 billion annually. They fund Uganda. So they're threatening Uganda to go along with this bill. And it's in the Supreme Courts over there. But you watch, just like I told you, this is going to be all across the board. It's going to be here in Gambia too, I guarantee it, really. But so this is what's going on. Check out this this clip. I got little snippets of everything. And then there's this interview with this little boy. He's going to read a couple of pages to you. I don't have video, but I do have the audio, so stay tuned.
JCPS parents are pushing the school board now to immediately remove a book from school libraries. The book is called Gender Queer. It's a memoir of the author's journey of self-identity, especially with the sexuality and gender, claiming it's pornographic. Connor Steffen takes a closer look at the controversy.
Explicit pornography.
Graphic illustrations.
full nudity.
Or a tool for self-discovery.
The right of every individual to both seek and receive information from all points of view.
Two drastically different yet equally impassioned views on this book, titled Gender Queer, at the center of discussions during a JCPS decision-making board meeting Thursday.
I am here to defend access.
They're going to let this filthy pornography go on in our schools? Now that's why we are here.
Supporters on both sides passionately debating whether to remove the book from JCPS library shelves. The matter brought to the board's attention after parent Miranda Stovall asked two schools to get rid of the book, then appealing to Superintendent Marty Polio. Both requests were ultimately rejected. A majority of grievances with the 240-page memoir are contained to a handful of pages that describe and depict various sexual activities.
And looking through the entirety of the book, it's clear it fits under the definition of obscene matters or material. There are certainly instances where material would have some bona fide educational use.
Though Stovall's attorney argues not in JCPS libraries, a stance the district's chief librarian, Dr. Lynn Reynolds, disagrees with.
A book has literary value when readers gain something of value from it, such as deeper knowledge or new ideas. In addition, the book impacts the reader and society as a whole.
In her remarks, Reynolds, citing the high suicide rate within the LGBTQ community, said for students struggling with sexuality or identity, the book's impact could be immeasurable.
LGBT experiences from literature creates a sense of otherness for queer and trans people, especially queer and trans youth.
She added that a dangerous precedent could be set with the banning of this one book, one that could lead to countless other pieces of useful literature being taken from students. The board will make its decision sometime within the next 60 days.
Now I'm going to play the audio, but I got to tell you, I got to warn you, it's pretty graphic. So listen to this little boy. He's only 11 years old.
Hi, my name's Knox Zajac. I'm 11 years old and I go to Wyndham Middle School. I'm a 6th grader. I was in the library and this book was on a stand. I'd like to read you a page. My back over my hips as I ask if we should take our clothes off. And he's saying yes before I finish my sentence. He's pulling off my t-shirt, laughing when I can't undo his shirt buttons. He's undoing my belt. I'm reaching into his bedside drawer for a condom. We're kissing. Again, we're rolling over. Obviously, you can see where this is going. I don't know if it's because we're feeling especially emotional or just tired, or these past couple of weeks have been too much. But this reminds me so much of the first time we had sex. We were both fucking terrified, and the whole thing was kind of terrible because we didn't know what we were doing. But it was good too, so good, because we were a mess of emotions, and we were scared and excited, and everything felt new. So this sort of feels like that. Nick touches me like he's scared that any minute. Now, this book was at my middle school and it was on a stand. When I rented it out to show my dad it, the librarian asked if I wanted more and if I wanted a graphic novel version.
Oh boy. So I'm that kid's father.
Okay, good. I was asking for you.
Yeah, I'll take another 3 minutes. So that's my son,
Okay.
11 years old, and went to his library and found that by the entry door of our library, this is the smut that he is finding, all right? I don't care whether it's gay, straight, bisexual, whatever the terms are for all this stuff, doesn't need to be at our school. Doesn't need to be at my 11-year-old's library. And then as far as genderqueer, I've got a son in the high school as well. And this is bullshit. We know it, all right? We do not need to be having literature that's showing boys how to suck dick, all right? This.
And here's a small clip of what's going on in Uganda.
They learn
enforcement officers to make sure that homosexuals have no space in Uganda.
Lawmakers and the legislation itself conflates child sexual abuse with consensual same-sex activity between adults. Under the law, people caught having gay sex would face life in prison. Meanwhile, so-called aggravated homosexuality, used to describe, for instance, gay sex committed without consent or against children, would be punishable by death. The legislation also outlaws even identifying as LGBTQ. Uganda was already notorious for intolerance of homosexuality, which has been criminalized since the colonial era. Rights organisation Sexual Minorities Uganda, whose operations were suspended by authorities last year, told AFP earlier this month they'd been inundated with fearful calls from LGBTQ people over the bill. The legislation will now be sent to President Yoweri Museveni, who will choose whether to sign it into law. Last week, the president referred to gay people as deviants, and in 2014 he approved a law that called for life in prison for gay sex before a court struck it down. But some analysts say President Museveni may prove reluctant to repeat history to avoid damaging Uganda's reputation in the eyes of foreign investors and donors.
So this next thing I'm going to share with you is pretty exciting. This brother's awesome, so I can't do this video without sharing something that's so awesome. This brother's pretty bad. He's powering up everything from his home to his automobile. Well, guess what? Chicken poop. Chicken poop. This is so awesome. This is what I was telling my queen about, what we could start doing to get natural gas into the house. Because not only could you use chicken poop, you could use your own poop. Or you could use your food scraps. You know, put all that stuff together because it has energy. And this is what I was telling her. And this brother's actually doing it. So, you know, I'm so excited to share that clip with you. But have you guys peeped out how they're trying to indict Trump, President Trump? They're trying to indict. You know, to me, it's like they're going down a rabbit hole, trying to find anything to stop this man from running for 2024. You know, if he's convicted of these bogus charges, which are probably something that they've all done, paid a little hush money for this and a little hush money for that. That's the game. That's the political game. That's what they all do. They bribe each other. They pay each other off. But so they went and found a little something, and here they go. So they're trying to indict Trump, and they're hoping that the charges will stick so that he can't run for 2024. That's what they're trying to do. That's my opinion, just my opinion. Yeah, so let's get on with this video with this brother. He is powering up his house, powering up his shower and his automobile, everything, using chicken poop. Stay tuned.
Droppings to provide energy for everything from heating his water, cooking his food, and the biggest saving of all, fueling his car.
Hi, my name is Anthony. I'm a farmer. I use chicken poop to power my farm. We collect this chicken poo every morning. We just sweep it, put it here. That's clean for the day. So now we go and feed the biogas. We are mixing this chicken poop with water just to make it flow easily in the biogas. So here is our biogas. You pour it in. This is the inlet. The outlet is on the other side. With biogas, the biggest cost is the initial outlay. But running it, I would say it's cost almost nothing. The initial outlay was approximately $900. Biogas flows through that pipe comes into these gadgets to remove any sulfurs and those bad smells. This is now hot water. This biogas, we heat the water for the fish pond, but this is the same thing that you can use for shower in the morning. Now I need to show you how biogas powers my house. Come with me. This gas we use to cook literally everything. I don't need to worry about running out of gas, or I don't have money to buy gas, as long as my chicken keep on pulling. If you look at the kind of farming our farmers are doing currently, the returns are minimal. So the only thing that can make sense is recognizing that you don't only get meat from chicken. Now it's time to power my car with biogas. This pipe brings biogas from the biogas plant, and this one is taking biogas inside the generator. So I connect the charger, and we are ready to go. Who'd have thought chicken poo could power a car? It's amazing. Goodbye.
Now that's some real shit. For real. So you guys, what do you think about the NAACP? Was that not an interception or what? I don't know who the hell they think they are, but they don't represent us. They've never around. Now all of a sudden you want to show your face and represent the people. Well, I tell you this, what some of you may not know, it's pretty ironic that along the same time they're suggesting these community centers and shit. It's pretty ironic that they get a $50 million grant. Yeah, this is what I've discovered they got, and there's a brother on YouTube that's exposing NAACP. I forgot his name, but look for him because he's exposing what they actually did. So I don't know. You can call it a bribe, call it what you want to call it, but it's pretty ironic that they would get $50 million grant from Wells Fargo along the time this thing was going down, So they got $50 million and they're suggesting that the people get community centers. This is crazy, y'all. But that just goes to show you that we have COINTEL everywhere. Yeah, I mean, no matter what organization we get, there's always COINTEL. And a lot of them, they may look like us, they may look like us. So, I don't want to hear shit about no damn community centers. And I'm sure my brothers and sisters down in California ain't trying to hear that shit either. Just cut the damn check, quit bullshitting. And check this out. Somewhere in these documents, I've heard it be said that, those that are getting this reparations, because they're kind of cherry picking, you guys, have to prove that they were descendants of slaves prior to 1865. To me, you ain't got to prove shit. Just look at that copper tone skin. You know damn well that they are owed reparations. So this is all of us, brothers and sisters there in America. Another thing is this, check this out. They specifically said black people, right? Black people. So if you're identifying yourself as a Moor or as a Hebrew, is that going to determine the outcome of our reparations? Because every man, woman, and child has a right to a nationality. And I get it. The frequency that we have been using is the one that the oppressors have given us, is black. So, but Moors know that black is actually civilly dead in the eyes of law. So a lot of brothers and sisters have cleared that up and put their status on the records. Now, what I'm wondering is, are they going to try to use these little stipulations to stop brothers and sisters from getting reparations that are actually due? You know, so are you gonna blackmail people to go back to calling themselves black, or you know, you're gonna differentiate the difference between Hebrew and black? We're all descendants of slaves, you know? So just cut the damn check and quit bullshitting. I ain't trying to hear all that. So that's my thing. What are they gonna do about that? You know? What are they gonna do about that? They're gonna try to come up with something? So I'm just keeping my eye out on that. So, but that's all I got for you guys. Till next time, Brother Bey, we're gonna sign out of this camp. Assalamu alaikum.